Sir Gomez. At kanina pinag-usapan namin ni Doc J ang dental laser technology. Ngayon naman ho, may tinatawag na Mayo Braces at Dental System na makatutulong sa mga bata na maayos ang mga sungki-sungking ngipin na di na po kailangan ng mga unnecessary na bunot ng ngipin o yung pagsuot po ng mga traditional na metal braces. At makakasama mo naman po natin para dyan si Dr. Gamaliel Urbi, isa pong practicing myofunctional dentist. Presidente po siya ng International Association for Orthodontics, Philippine Section at Presidente rin ng MRC Clinics. Hi, Doc Gabby. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. At ito, nabanggit natin bakit nga ba nagkakasungki-sungki ang ipin natin kapag tayo'y bata pa?
Well, it's a very complicated question, but I will try to simplify it.
Sige, Doc.
Okay, according to research kasi, 3 sa 4 daw ng kids population merong abnormal oral habits. No? It's the recent study. And abnormal oral habits can actually lead to crooked teeth or abnormally developing faces.
So, ano po yung mga habits na sinasabi?
Okay. It's a very common habit. Even the adults do it. Like, we mouth breathe all the time. Okay, kids do that all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes we swallow abnormally, which we're not conscious of. Maybe thumb sucking for some kids. Some find it cute, but actually it's very damaging to the face.
So yung sinasabi niyo pag
Yes, exactly.
Paano naman
Well, if the kids if they sleep at night and they snore, it's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. And it can lead to problems with jaw development and eventually the teeth problems. Nagkakasungki-sungki yung ngipin.
Based on studies na
Oh yeah, it's a recent study.
So dapat baguhin yung habit na yun.
Exactly. So the approach should be that it should be more preventive rather than corrective. So
Ano naman, Doc, yung sinasabi ninyong yung paglunok naman? Ano ba yung tamang paglunok? Bago yan, ha?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Even I was surprised when I was studying it. Dapat pala when you swallow, you have to limit the movement of the muscles around the face. Yes, that's the right way to swallow. So for some kids, they swallow abnormally. They like push the mandible backward.
Paano kayo lumunok? Sige nga, pakita kung paano kayo lumunok.
Ayan. So that's I would say about 80% of them are swallowing incorrectly.
Incorrectly?
Yeah.
Mali.
So no muscle movement should take place while you swallow. And you swallow 1,000 to 2,000 times a day. So it affects the teeth as well, especially when you're growing.
Ganun pala yun?
Exactly.
So dapat pag lunok kayo,
exactly. That's why you have beautiful teeth, because they're nice you
steady lang.
swallow properly, steady lang. Yes.
So paano naman ho yung mga ayaw magpabunot ng ngipin? Paano po yun? Ito ho bang mga habits na sinasabi ninyo makakatulong para ma-prevent itong mga problema sa ngipin in the future?
Yes. Anything that's preventive is always the best solution. We in our clinic, we believe that we should address this problem as early as 5 years old hanggang 12, because that's the best time to treat them. They're more flexible. Kids are, very cooperative, especially when you explain to them how it should be done properly.
So, kanina nabanggit mo may mga habits. Kung magsuot yung bata ng braces, halimbawa, hindi ba magbabago yung habits na sinasabi niyo?
Unfortunately, no, it doesn't. No. The mindset for most people is that when you have nagsusugi-sugi yung ngipin mo, you go to a dentist who put braces on the teeth.
Ganun ginawa sa akin, oo. Bubunutan ka.
But that's not preventive, Bernadette. That's more of corrective na yun. And then, what happens with it, long term, bumabalik yung problema because the root cause was never addressed.
So sinasabi niyo preventive, ibig sabihin mas bata dapat?
Oh yeah, the
Ilan
earlier
taon?
the better. We start treating them at 5.
5 years old?
Actually it's more of more of guidance. We educate them, it comes out more practical, cheaper, simpler solution if we start earlier. The earlier, the better.
Ano po yung mga simpleng solusyon na sinasabi po ninyo?
Well, the first thing is to educate. Educate, and then we train them. We train them with a licensed therapist who does, who does oral habit correction in our clinic. In fact, I'm proud to say that we're probably one of the only clinic who does that here in the Philippines right now.
So, oral habit correction. Habit pa lang pala dapat binabago na. At meron na bang mga dapat ginagamit naman maliban pa doon sa pagtutulong sa kanila doon sa tamang paglunok o di kaya paghinga?
Okay, we have some appliances that we use.
Ito.
Yes. We let the patient wear this at night only while they're sleeping. No?
Ano yan? Kasi
Yes.
anong special about it?
Well, it's a perfect guidance. It guides the jaw, it guides the teeth while it's developing. So when you wear this at night, the jaw follows the ideal form.
So
Because
anong
it's very-
tawag dito, Doc?
It's called trainer. It's a trainer. They wear it at night only. Don't wear it.
Bagay ba? Ako di mo mukhang green. Pero gaganda ang ngipin
Oh
nila.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Not only the teeth, but the face itself. The face develops properly because of this.
At ang mga gumagamit na nito yung talagang may kailangan. O narinig po natin ang paliwanag kanina ni Doc Gary Morby. At tignan naman natin kung gaano nga ba kabisa ang makabagong dental appliance na ito sa naging problema ng 13 anyos na si Cheska Nicolas. Ito si Cheska Nicolas noong 11 anyos pa lamang. Ngayong 13 anyos na si Cheska, makikita ang malaking pagbabago sa kanyang mukha, lalo na sa kanyang ngipin. Habang lumalaki si Cheska at nagpapalit ang baby teeth sa permanent teeth, nakagawian din niyang huminga sa kanyang bibig. Ang hindi niya alam, may epekto pala ito sa alignment ng kanyang ngipin. Unti-unting nagkaroon ng overbite si Cheska na okay lang sana pero sumobra naman. Naghiwa-hiwalay din ang kanyang mga ngipin. Labis namang nag-alala ang kanyang mommy na isa pa namang dentista. Mouth breather siya, lip biter, and tongue thruster. So, that caused the spaces, and then protruded maxilla niya. Feeling ko nako, parang hindi siya anak ng dentista na hindi ayos yung ngipin. And then mahiwalay-hiwalay.
Want my teeth to become straightened because I don't want to go through braces, which I heard that is painful. My dad, he also parang he makes fun of me. So, and also my siblings, my yaya. So, I get really insecure.
Ang MRC o Myofunction Research Clinic ay makabagong dental appliance system at program mula pa sa Australia na dinisenyo para ayusin at itama ang alignment ng ngipin ng mga bata pa para hindi na lumala pa o mauwi sa paggamit ng braces. Profile-wise, nag-forward yung maxilla niya and then yung overjet niya nag-close without extraction.
Ganda ng smile niya. Ano yung confidence level niya. You don't feel anything at all. Parang dapat tiyaga lang, tsaka discipline sa pag-use lang. I felt happy and proud. Siyempre, parang hindi na mahihiya.
Lumabas din ang kanyang tunay na ganda, naging mas masayahin siya at higit sa lahat, mas may kumpiyansa sa sarili kumpara noon. Wow! Ang galing! Magic! Pwede pala yun, kasi dati ang alam ko, braces talaga yung lalagyan ng alambre, pagdidikit-dikitin yung ngipin, ganyan yung pinagdaanan ko. Pero paano naman to nag-work?
Okay, ganito. Cheska is a mouth breather.
Oo.
She's a chronic, humihinga siya sa bibig.
Oo.
Okay? So, napansin namin yun, talagang matindi yung breathing sa mouth, no?
Oo.
So, the first thing we did was address the breathing.
Oo.
Okay? And this thing helps because when you use this at night, sa gabi, pag sinusuot mo ito, napipilitan kang huminga sa ilong. Yeah, so when you wake up in the morning, pagising mo, nadadala mo yung habit na yon sa school during the day. Okay, that's one. And the other thing is, meron tong slots sa loob. So yung slots na yan, dyan nagpupol yung mga lumalabas na permanent teeth. Dyan nahuhulog sa slots. Kaya align yung ngipin kasi align itong slots na to. Yeah.
At ito, kasi hindi naman ito yung unang nakakita ko ng guide. Anong kaibahan nitong guide na to dun sa mga ibang guide na ginagamit naman in the market?
Well, this one is more flexible. Okay. The others that they use are hard. Kaya hindi nasusuot ng bata.
Gaano kadalas sinusuot?
Sa gabi lang.
Hanggang kailan?
Even on the age.
Oo, kunwari,
Okay.
si Cheska nagsimula ilang taon?
We started her when she was 9.
Siyang na taon, oo.
Nine.
Tapos,
Tapos siya ng mga 11.
2 taon.
2 taon niya.
Parang braces din.
Parang ganun. Pero madali kasi di mo susuotin sa school.
Pagkatapos yan, hindi mo na, kumbaga wala nang chance na babalik ulit yung problema mo dati sa ngipin?
The most important thing here is how to keep the teeth checked, no, all the time. So that's why in our clinic, kailangan talaga meron tayong regular visit para natuturuan properly yung bata.
Oo.
Kasi pag naturuan mo earlier, nagiging permanent sa bata yung habit na yun. Pag bumalik yung habit, mabalik yung problem.
So, ilang taon dapat, Doc, pumunta sa iyong dentista?
Ako, there's nothing wrong when you pabisitahin mo ng 5 taon hanggang 10, 11. Kasi the earlier, the better nga. Just a visit, wouldn't harm. Tingnan natin kung may habit. Kung meron, then we'll just come up with a solution.
Hanggang ilang taon naman yung pinakamatanda na pwede pang remedyohan?
Okay, meron akong patient na as old as 15.
15 years old.
15, but again, the earlier the better. We bring them earlier because it's easier that way.
Pag matanda na kami,
No, you cannot have that problem.
wala na braces?
No, wala na.
Pwede ng braces pag gano'n?
Braces talaga ang solution. I mean, I still do braces, but I prefer this
Kasi
simpler.
ito, parang preventive.
Oh yeah,
sinasabi niyo.
it's much cheaper, I suppose, because anything preventive is cheaper.
Okay, maraming salamat, Doc. Kayo naman ho ay manatiling nakatutok dito sa Salamat, Doc. At ihatid namin ang ilang mahalagang health news at iba pang mga announcement. At sasagutin din na Doc Gami at Doc Dre ang inyong mga sinadalang mga tanong. Kaya dyan lang po kayo mga